Hey, Big Rumble, there's a radio man near you could use called Durag.
Oh, not good.
Yeah, there's enemies near.
We had no way to kill trucks, never mind tanks. We could have taken out about 4 MSPs then.
Oh, you're a god.
Yeah, the tanks were really up. We just didn't have any AD work.
Well then.
Converge on the elevator, guys. You need to stop them coming up.
Oh, what is this staircase with no railings right here?
Also, can we count the set out?
Oh!
We killed one upstairs. We just ran all the way up them and they're...
Yeah. Friendlies are holding you.
Yep.
Somebody just called the elevator in.
Gotcha. Welcome to a mostly overlooked period of World War II, here in this free expansion pack for the World War II FPS, Post Scriptum. It's 1940 in France, and in this very realistic World War II simulation game, you're going to be taking part in either the fall of France or the defense of France, as you play as either the French army or the German invading army. Like the rest of the content here in Post Scriptum, you're going to have a total of 80 players per server, where communication is going to be key amongst your team, but of course you're also going to have faction correct vehicles and weapons just for these new maps, of which there are 2 in the first part of this free expansion pack. And what's really cool about these faction correct vehicles, weapons, and uniforms is they're also period correct. You're of course going to have the 1940 French Army Defenders, but you're also going to have the early 1940 Wehrmacht. I'm going to preview a lot of the content coming in this update, which is actually launching the day after this video goes live, and I'm also going to have 3 free codes for the game hidden within this video for you guys to use for yourself. A big thank you to the developers for providing those keys, and if you guys use one, just post down in the comments which one you took, that way everyone knows that it's already taken. Beyond that, have fun, and I might just see you guys out there. Earlier today, the devs invited me out to try a hands-on play session with the new content, with a bunch of other great streamers and YouTubers. We were able to try both of the new maps coming at the initial launch of this free expansion, and I'm going to have footage of both of those, although I wasn't able to play for the entire session all the way to the end for all of these rounds, because on average rounds do last for about an hour. Those 2 new maps are going to feature a couple of the most well-known battles from the early days of the defense of France, including first of all the village of Stone. That was very famous because of the massive tank battle that took place there, including the only French tank ace of the war. Yes, those French Char B1 tanks are in-game, and as you guys are going to see in my footage, when you're playing as the Germans, they are absolutely terrifying to deal with.
The tank just blew me up.
I know, I'm trying to set the gun.
Thank you.
Powerful sort of from there, Dwight. Can't get to you though.
They're coming
There's
from
another rally near
The tank's going to see me.
Okay, medic.
Ah.
Just if you're on the red road, look south.
Most of the map here on Stone, the first map that we played, isn't going to be the village proper. It's going to be the classic French countrysides, mostly untouched from the war at this point. But even as you move up towards the town, you're going to come across the first signs of war, as you'll see partially collapsed buildings and roadblocks along the way. In a game like this where death can come so quickly, it was great to see some pretty solid forethought in providing lots of hedgerows and small ditches for infantry to hide in. Now, as much fun as Stone was, it still is a pretty straightforward French countryside. The map that really caught my eye is the second map that's launching with this expansion pack, Dinant. This cliffside city is actually located on the north side of the Ardennes forest in Belgium, and the city itself, along with the massive fort positioned right there on the cliffside, were incredibly important in trying to keep the Germans from being able to cross the river here. Besides being a surprisingly vertical map with a full interior for that fortress as well as paths to go up and down the cliffs to get to it, this map also features a lot of heavy fighting that's already taken place, so this map looks a lot more destroyed even as you arrive to fight the last part of the battle. Honestly, I just want this map to speak for itself in the footage because there were so many really cool parts to explore, from the canals to the stairwells to, again, a really incredible amount of building interiors that everywhere that I spawned on this map I really enjoyed fighting over, even if we were getting pushed back by the Germans across the river. For now, I'm going to leave you guys with a couple of my favorite highlights here from this preview event.
I haven't heard anything about an artillery strike.
I killed one.
I just want to go home.
South.
Yeah, there's several enemies on my location right now.
Okay, one. There's just a lot of enemies out
More
here.
of them sat northeast of us. In the wood. This squad leader. Just killed another one. Down in the east again. We got it. Rallied up.
Yeah, I want to point down a rally in the trees. If there's no enemies around.
RangerDave, the one southeast you, 60 meters in the bushes there.
Oh,
That's what I've got.
did not think I was gonna make it through
Yeah.
that.
Hey, Big Bramble, there's a radio man near you could use called Durag.
Oh, not good.
Yeah, there's enemies near. I can't put down a rally.
I'll come in then from the MSP.
In the trees, south, north, you know.
Big, I told you to get inside cover and you stood in the open field. What?
Yeah, sorry,
Uh.
my fault, my complete stupid fault.
Alright, there's a...
Anyway,
Scout cars, right? Squad, you get in the trees. Scout cars.
nice.
And even nice place.
That's good, nice we can get close.
Just be careful, west of the rally on that road, there's a lot of enemies. Like about 200, 200.
I'd say don't engage an enemy unless you're absolutely sure you can kill them. We want to try and keep our little rally point here a secret.
Yeah,
Until
keep
we're on top
quiet,
of them.
Roger.
Roger. West.
Okay guys, apparently they are retreating and having us and letting us have Carrefour.
Tank is
Because
approaching rally
apparently
point.
nobody is on objective. So get on the point. Just try to
I
move
just
in and
swarmed in and that tank blew me up.
The
Yeah,
tank
let's
is
say we're
blasting
MSP here.
the bejesus out of us.
Can't take the cap until we start reinforcement. I'm killing loads of them.
it seems they have abandoned La Carrefour. Because Squad 1 got on it and he was camping it on his own.
Oh, okay. Well, the enemies can attack reinforcing from the west and they've got our MSP. We just run up now on the west side. We should be able to.
The thing was, we were mainly distracted because they were mainly fighting us.
He killed his teammate thinking it was me.
We need to build the bridge for the tanks.
It's not like logical build a special bridge. They have shovels.
Whew. This map is something else. Really, really cool locations.
Alright, they're coming, they're close. I may have to respawn as many as I can.
I died. I got naded.
Gotcha.
They're paying
Stairs.
heavily.
And I'm trying on very small angle, that may be the only chance.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna head up using the sewer method. Oh, they cap.
To the stand.
Gotcha.
Alright,
Two down.
I'll get you this on north. I'm gonna put down a rally.
Oh, this pushing guy tank.
pulled its Nazi. I heard the little... I heard it bounce on the ground. Not a clue where. Yeah,
That
keep
was
pushing
so
down that
good.
hill east and just slowly, methodically clear. We attack through retreat. See you later, Sniper.
Yeah. See ya. Later, man.
This has been very fun.
Thanks for leaving.
Gotcha.
Mr. Dave, are you enjoying it?
Oh yeah. We just caught 2 of them way back here.
Nice, we're coming down the hill to the southeast now.